Hey! So today we're going to be making gazpacho soup. It's really easy. It's basically like a salsa, except there is cucumber added to it and bread that is soaked in tomato juice. So first off, we have tomatoes. They can just be roughly cut or diced. They're all going to be thrown into a blender anyway, so you don't have to worry about them looking all the same or being the exact same size for cooking purposes or anything like that. Green bell pepper, red bell pepper, onion. I use about half an onion for this. Cucumber, peeled and then chopped. I used half a jalapeno and I chopped that up. And then we also have 3 garlic cloves in with my jalapeno. And then we have olive oil and vinegar. I have about a 1/4 cup of olive oil and then probably about a tablespoon to maybe 2 teaspoons of vinegar. And then I have my bread that is soaked in tomato juice, like I had said earlier. And then my salt. I got my salt and my pepper as well. And then all we're going to do is literally, like I said earlier, just throw it all into this blender and blend it up. So I'm going to throw in my bread first. My fingers are stinging from earlier from chopping the jalapeno. So if you cut jalapeno, I would suggest wearing gloves. I don't have any in the house. I know with this whole thing going on, I'm not allowed to say the word because apparently YouTube is just not about it. Anyway, with this whole thing going on, I actually don't have gloves. But that's okay. I don't really need gloves, but gloves would be nice. All right. And then my jalapeno and garlic. I didn't worry about chopping my garlic because it's all getting blended and the garlic's small enough anyway. It'll get all mixed up. My peppers, my onions, and my cucumber. So the serving size for this should be about 2 quarts. It'll make 2 quarts of product and then it'll probably serve about 10 people. But really the serving for this is more for like a cocktail hour or appetizer. It's not really something that you would eat for a meal. So just keep that in mind for the 2 quarts. Like you wouldn't just sit down and eat a whole bowl of gazpacho unless you want to. That's totally fine. And then also I'm going to add my olive oil and vinegar. All right, so now that it's all in there, close it up. I'm going to start it on low. All right. So yeah, you want it to be well blended up like it's a soup. I'm not going to strain it because I think it's totally fine not being strained. Some people strain it so they don't have like a grainy texture to it, but I'm totally fine with that. I'm going to taste test it real quick because it does need salt and pepper because I didn't add that yet. It's not as spicy as I thought it would be. Considering the fact that I used half a jalapeno and the original recipe asked for like, I don't know, like a 1/4 teaspoon of jalapeno. If you want it spicier, you could always add the seeds too. So I'm definitely gonna add salt because it needs some flavor. I probably added about, like a teaspoon of salt. I'm using kosher salt again, which is bigger flakes. So keep that in mind if you're gonna use regular iodized salt, which I do have as well. But I also like kosher salt too. And I'll put a little bit of pepper in there. Just a little bit. It's probably about a 1/4, maybe an 1/8 of a teaspoon. All right. Very tasty. I might add just a little bit more salt. Probably added another teaspoon of salt. I'm going to add just a little more pepper. It's all to taste, just keep that in mind. I'm adding some croutons on top and a little leaf of parsley. You can always use cilantro. Cilantro will probably suit it better. Or you could always just serve it in a bowl, obviously if you weren't feeling the shot glass, but I only filled the bowl maybe 1/3 of the way because like I said, it's only an appetizer, so you don't need a whole serving. It's delicious. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys try making your own gazpacho. Bye!